All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 26 stream here on Twitch. I'm next JGGen24, and today we're going to be continuing on where I left off with the April Showers Conquest map. So, if you guys don't recall from Friday, I had started this because I was trying to grind some of the second inning XP reward path and I made it pretty far. Wow, I got off to a pretty good start. I claimed the Yankees stronghold, so now I'm trying to take on the Chicago White Sox, and eventually I'm gonna have to make my way to the Mariners, the Marlins, and the A's. So that's something we'll try to do today. And then, assuming that I finish this stuff all very early, there is no other programs for me to grind. So, um, well, I mean, I could do some Team Affinity because I definitely have a lot of Team Affinity programs to go through. In fact, I was actually thinking while I'm grinding this Conquest map, why not grind some of the why not grind some of this or some of Team Affinity programs? So let's see. We need. I don't need the Nationals. What I was working on was the Braves, the Nationals, and the White Sox. So I'll put Murakami here. I don't need the Braves anymore. So I can move Colson Montgomery to. Oh wait, he's shortstop. Yeah, that's right. I forgot he's shortstop. Well, that's fine because nationals are done. Um, yeah, I know Robert's there. There we go. Antonacci, Antonacci, and then Kyle Teal. So we got Murakami, Montgomery, uh, uh, Antonacci, and Teal. We also have Luis Robert Jr. too that we could throw in there, and probably should throw in there. So go ahead and add him. All right. Who else can we use? Brendan Nimmo, no. Mariners, maybe? Sure, we could do Mariners. But I don't think I have that many Mariners. They're here. What's up, Poopin? How are you? Red Sox are done, so I don't need Zidane Rafaela. Cubs are done too, so are the Padres. The Angels. Ooh, excuse me. Pirates are done. There we go. We have Julio. But there's no way I have anyone for right field from the Mariners. Of course, I get proven wrong. Cole Emerson. Ooh, we even have. Oh, wait, we can't do Cal Raleigh. Can't do him because he's catcher, and I need Teal there. So Arroyo can play. Yeah, Arroyo can play DH, and we'll have Emerson on that. All right. So one of the changes that I'm going to be making here, uh, we need Greg Maddux from the Braves, and then I also need Max Scherzer as well from the Nationals because I need pitching with the Nationals, and he's about the best pitcher that I've got from the Nationals. Doing good. You completed everything except the live series collection. Are you missing Judge and Otani on live series? Just gotta bolster my bullpen as well. Just make sure. Looks like everything. Oh, gotta get. We'll do Dare No Day there. Yeah. Uh, Bobby Witt Jr. and Tarek Skubal and Jordan and. Ooh. You hate playing the mini seasons on All Star difficulty. I don't blame you, but there's no other way to get that mission done for Brandon Nimmo. There's no other way. You basically have to. You have to do it. Wow, look at that. The top four are going to be all lefties. And then we get to Randy Orozco, and then we get over here. Oh, this is funny. Julio is actually going to bat down here. What up, Dodger? How are you? Oh my God, the first five batters are going to be all lefties. You got 250 and standard packs and 60 ballin is a habit packs. Well, I'd say you have a good chance of pulling some diamonds with those packs. Yep, that's what I was gonna suggest. A lot of mini seasons. Yep. Yeah, I just don't have time to be doing mini seasons all the time, you know? Believe me, I'd like to, but I just don't have that time, nor do I have the patience to do it. Hoopin, those are packs that you earned for free. You're not going to get nothing from it. You're literally going to have free stubs because you could sell whatever duplicates you have and you can make a lot of money off of that. So I'd start opening those packs if you still need a lot of the diamonds. I would start opening them. Okay. All right. I wish I had that many packs because that would help me right now with that would help me right now with my live series collections. Nice. Murakami with a home run. Hey, you had a lot of duplicates though. And plus I don't have a lot of diamonds. I have a lot of Dodgers diamonds, yes, but I don't have that doesn't make it a lot. Nice. Well, keep going. Keep going. A lot of mini seasons can help you in that regard. But I'm sure you already know that. Strike three, sit down. Yep, that's exactly what you should be doing. Why should you be testing yourself on any harder difficulty other than to get some goals done? Strike three, sit down. Strike three, sit down. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work on team affinity. There's a lot of packs you can earn in that too. Like I'm trying to do the White Sox and Mariners right now. Oh, ooh, good thing I realized it. Wow. I can't believe that didn't get out, but at the same time, I'm not surprised it didn't get out. There we go. Colt Emerson is just going to come through and get me that home run that I was missing. Definitely glad I did the spring breakout uh, packs and got Emerson and all those guys out of it. Don't know what to tell you. I mean, with All Star, it's a matter of being patient. You have to be patient. And you got to wait for pitches that are good ones. Strike three, sit down. That's why I prefer to play on veteran or rookie, because All Star, you really have to be patient. Not saying I can't play on that, I can. It's just definitely makes it a lot harder. What I just said about being patient on the higher difficulties? Strike 3, sit down. All right, Scherzer is gassed. But he's going to have to make it. There we go. One more strike, which he got. Strike 3, sit down. What's going on with my Mets? You tell me, because I have no freaking clue. This is by far the worst that I've ever seen the Mets. This is by far. I've only seen this one other time, and that was in 2023. This is as familiar as it gets. Spending a lot of money on a few guys and can't get the runs. I mean, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible what I'm watching from the Mets right now. If things don't turn around, Mendoza needs to be fired. And Stearns, he may not be fired, but he definitely should not be the GM of the Mets anymore. He needs to go back to just being the president of baseball operations, and the Mets need to get a real GM. Because I'm tired of Stearns trying to prove to everyone that he's smarter than us. And it's like, dude, we know you're a lot smarter because you're an executive for a baseball team. Okay? But you're trying to prove it by doing a bunch of other moves that literally makes no sense. Like moving Bo Bichette to third base or Polanco to first. Makes no sense. Well, no, Cohen's not going to do that. Cohen is not going to sell the team because he wants his casino. So he's going to get his casino. And as long as he owns the team, he's going to have his casino. Strike 3, sit down. I mean, look, Cohen is a businessman, so he has to know that he has to know how to run a business. I hope he's not running this Mets team as anything but. Because if he's not running it like a business, then he's a fool. And in your business, when things are not working out, you make changes. Sometimes personnel changes. You know, if you need to do that, you got to do that. Strike 3, sit down. No, where they fail is they take bad personnel, get rid of them, and replace them with bad personnel. Okay? The teams that change their personnel for the better are the ones who are successful. Excuse me. SB Champ, the Mets didn't score any runs yesterday. The A's beat them on a home run by Tyler Soderstrom. That was the only offense of the entire game. And then on, what was it, Friday against the A's, they didn't score any runs. They lost 4-0. The only time they scored runs was on Saturday when they scored 6. But that wasn't enough because the A's scored 11. Oh, okay. I guess we don't need the White Sox anymore because I've done all their missions. But I think you're missing the point of what I'm saying. SB Champ, the Mets and the Phillies are having the same problem, which is neither one of them are scoring enough runs to win. At least for a bunch of the time. Because the Mets right now, they just finished a homestand 1-5. And honestly, they probably should have been 0-6 if they didn't have the ghost runner rule in for Tuesday. They probably wouldn't have won. I mean, not really. But that's a lot better than where the Mets are right now. I think they're 5-7, which doesn't make a lot of sense how the Phillies could have played 3 more games than the Mets did. What is the Mets record? They're 7-9. So I was actually wrong. So they have one more loss than the Mets do. Or they have one more loss than the Phillies do. I'm going to put Luis Ariz there. But we're going to have Bobby Witt. Actually, no. Instead, what I'll do... Try to see if I have any Royals players. Guardians. Tigers. There we go. There's some Royals players we can put in. Pasquantino. We'll do Pasquantino. Okay, so we have a lot of Mariners and we have some Royals players here as well. I don't know why you should. The Mets are on a terrible skid right now. So if anything, if I'm the Dodgers, I'm salivating. I'm like, hell yeah, give me the Mets. Juan Soto is not even playing. He's hurt, Hoopin. He's been hurt. Nope. Not as far as I know. I'll raise you one better. The Mets shortstop doesn't know how to hit. The Mets rookie right fielder doesn't know how to hit. The Mets the Mets second baseman doesn't know how to hit. Yes. Yes. I know I regret it right now. I mean, Nimmo's off to a good start. Because they look at what happened last year and is like, well, it's got to be the players. And I get it, Nimmo, Alonso, I get it. There was a lot of frustration last year. And, it was easier to get rid of Alonso, Diaz, and Nimmo and McNeil and try to start over. But the problem is now you have all these expensive guys on your team that aren't hitting right now. And now you just have the worst, most expensive lineup in baseball. He's struggling. He's actually struggling in. You know what, SP Champ? I'm inclined to agree with you. I tried to deny it for so long because it's like, oh, Lindor, he's so good. He's such a great personality. he'll come to New York, he'll be good. Listen, he was only good for like one season. That's it. He was only good for one season, and it wasn't even like a full season. It was from June 2024 to May of 2025. You're right. We can't give up on Lindor because no other team is going to take him. Even if we try, doesn't matter. It won't matter. No one's going to take on his contract. But hooping, I'll tell you what the definition of insanity is. It's this idea that it's it's doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. You're not going to get different results if you keep running it back. There has to be some change. That's why I'm calling for Mendoza to be fired. And he should be fired. This is a guy that is not a manager. This is a guy who doesn't hold his players accountable. He'll say, "Oh, we're having good at bats." Good at bats? If you had good at bats, you'd be scoring runs. You wouldn't get shut out in the final game of the 3-game series against the Oakland Athletics, and you wouldn't be shut out by them twice in the series. So that's BS. And if you were being hard on your players, you would have benched Lindor, because if I'm a manager, I take my struggling player, I bench him, and it sends a message to the rest of the team that if they don't pick it up, they could be benched too. But no, he coddles them. He goes easy on them. He tries to be their friend. Don't be a friend. Be a manager. And honestly, maybe Lindor could use a break. If he's trying to still play through his injury, it's not good. He cannot keep going out there every single game after every game where they don't score and they don't win and say, "Oh, well, we had good at bats." Listen, you want good at bats produce runs, and right now there are no runs. But sure, you know what we're gonna do, Hoopin? We're gonna bring up Tommy Pham. And that's exactly what happened. They brought up Tommy Pham. And we're going to not Mike Talkman, not MJ Melendez, not anyone down in the minors, or not any young prospect down in the minors who may want a shot. No, we're gonna call up Tommy Pham. Yes, they did, and they DFA'd Richard Lovelady. So at least they're willing to admit that that Lovelady was a mistake, which Met fans have been saying from the very beginning of the season. Now we'll just see how Kimbrel does. I mean, the Mets can't send him back down because he has the right to refuse a send down. So They're stuck with him at this point unless they release him. He was fine for the Mets on Saturday, or at least the inning that he pitched, he was fine. He had a scoreless inning. I mean, come on, Hoopin. You can't tell me you typed that without even smiling. Like you can't tell me you actually believe that. And don't forget that Tommy Pham had a very bad attitude about the Mets when he was traded from them. Yeah, remind me, what year are we in? Exactly, what year? Just please remind me. 2026. So we're talking about 2023, which was 3 years ago. You're telling me you're going to look back on 2023 and say he could be good in 2026? Come on, Hopin. Excuse me, by the way. And not only that, there are still some pieces of the team that, or of the Mets that was on in 2023 that are still part of the Mets today. You know, I honestly, I think Tommy Pham was calling out. I think Tommy Pham was calling out Francisco Lindor when he criticized them. He was criticizing somebody within the organization, and I think Lindor was one of those players. So I'd let Carson Bench try for this month, but if he doesn't pick it up, then he's going back down. Strike three, sit down. That's my response to that. I would only keep Bench up if he starts to turn it around, but if he doesn't, back down to the minors. Strike three, sit down. And what Tommy Pham was calling the team out was for not having a hard work ethic. That's what he called them out for in 2023. And honestly, I think there are still some elements of that. Well, I mean, at least the Mets win games. The Jets only do it because they don't want the first overall pick in the draft. They don't want Mendoza for some reason. I guess because they want to focus on defense, because that was a strong point for them last season. I keep getting all these perfects robbed by easier said than done. That's why I'm saying there needs to be a change in personnel. And I'm not talking the players, I'm talking the manager. Mendoza needs to start holding his players accountable and start demanding more from them, or he needs to be gone. Because if he's just going to coddle them, that's not going to work. I get it. You want to have good relationships with your players and everything. But if they feel like that you're not going to hold them accountable, they're never going to get better. You know what? If Dave Roberts does that, no wonder why he gets the best out of Shohei Ohtani or Freddie Freeman or Kyle Tucker or any of those guys. Because these guys see that he doesn't BS around. He will hold you accountable if he feels like he needs to. You know, managers need to stop trying to be friends with their players. You can have a good relationship, but you need to demand accountability from your team. Strike three, sit down. You need to hold them to the standard that they play well. If they don't play well, guess what? They sit on the bench. And there's the Royals. I mean, Dodgers, I would say, are definitely one of the better teams. As far as the Mets go, I'm sorry to say I don't buy that right now. on paper, these should be the best two teams. Yeah, I'll agree with that assessment. But on paper and actual performance are two different things. Well, it just goes to show you, you bring up the right people, or you make the right decisions in terms of free agent signings, and it can really make a difference. I mean, the Mets could learn a thing or two from the Pirates. I mean, they got Paul Skeens. You'd hope to find a generational player in Paul Skeens. Great, so we can expect them not to score any runs. Got it. So I just asked that the Dodgers not embarrass the Mets. Like, you can beat them. Just, I mean, maybe they do need to embarrass for a fire to be lit under Mendoza's butt. But just don't humiliate the Mets, please. I guess that's the best I can hope for, that they don't get humiliated by the Dodgers. Well, no, they needed to sign Bo. They didn't have a choice. When the Dodgers signed Tucker, there was no other choice. Because if the Mets didn't do any other signing, any other big signing, I mean, no one would come out to the ballpark. The Mets probably would not have 7 wins. They might have 4 or 5 wins, but not 7. So that was their only option, was to go after Bo. Well, in terms of baseball, it sucked because my Mets suck. They get swept by the A's and shut out twice at home. How do you do that? But other than that, I guess it was okay. Nothing too spectacular. Yes, they did. I saw that. It's funny because the Mets and Yankees are pretty much the same. They've now lost, was it 5 in a row? Each team? So how funny is that both the Mets and the Yankees are playing exactly like each other? Excuse me. Strike 3, sit down. So, I don't know what the Mets are going to do. I just hope they turn it around. Oh! I'm glad that Kate Gibson got up, even though it was only, it's not a real player, but whenever you see something like that, it's just scary. I mean, if you're going to pitch out, don't pitch out with a curveball. Like, do a fastball. Attaboy, Julio. Yeah, Bobby Witt has been my only 90 overall diamond that I've pulled. It's a good pull. I'm not saying that's not a good pull, but probably because some of the players, depending on how well they're playing, may just get more expensive as the year goes on. But That's why you should be opening those packs that you claim that you have. You should be opening them because you could get those diamonds like now. But you'll definitely get duplicates that you can sell on the market. And then you'll have even more stubs. That's the way you should look at it. Every pack is an opportunity, at the very least, to get some free stubs. At best, you pull diamonds. Once in a blue moon, you could pull Otani or Judge. I mean, I pulled Otani out of a show pack last year, strike three, sit down. So you never know. But you got to open up those packs. I'm like baffled that I'm even having this conversation, Hoopin. I've never heard of anyone so afraid to open up packs. I'd be ripping those things open and I'd be celebrating if I had that many packs. Especially early on, only a month into the game. And just imagine what you could do with those stubs, even if you already told me you got everything but the live series collection done, so I'm gonna wait to play on veteran. Or I'm gonna wait to play on rookie. Andrew Miller from what? The bullpen pack? There you go. You could be. Wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. I just saw this from Katie J. Wu. She's the Dodgers reporter for The Athletic. And she is revealing that Edwin Diaz was told by the Dodgers that if he signed with LA, they would make him a Hall of Famer. Personally, I think he just went for the money, but this is from Katie Wu. I see it reported by Sleepy Dodgers. And it was reposted by this Jeff David guy. I don't know why, but I guess this guy's Mets. He follows me and I follow him, so he must have seen Edwin Diaz and is like, oh, well, there we go. But the original source is Katie Wu from The Athletic.
He's out of there.
Attaboy Lazaro. Didn't Diaz only sign for like 3 years? I don't know how they can make Diaz a Hall of Famer in that time frame, but okay.
Ball down.
I'm not making it up. I saw it on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. And the post specifically cites a reporter with The Athletic
That's the ball.
who covers the Dodgers. He may be.
Playa.
Wait, how can he be pitching in the first inning? I mean, they're not using Devin Williams, and Luke Weaver is now coming back down to earth. So, Williams, I can't give a fair assessment on, and Weaver is just stinking it up right now. Strike 3, sit down. You know how many saves he has this year? 2. And he hasn't had I don't think the only appearance he had this entire week was on Tuesday. Well, Devin Williams is not better than Edwin Diaz, apparently, by that measurement. Yet another guy the Mets shouldn't have let go. But David Stearns is smarter than the rest of us. Would the Dodgers like him? Because the Dodgers could have him. We'll trade you him for your GM.
Ball.
Your GM would probably fire Mendoza at the minute he gets to New York.
Ball.
In fact, before he even gets to New York, he'll probably be on the plane and he'll call up Mendoza and say, "Pack up your things and get out of the office. You're not the manager anymore."
Hee-haw. Hey. Hee-haw.
There you go. And think of it this way. You could get that 8,000 back by opening up those packs and selling those duplicates. Heck, you may even pull Kyle Tucker and you can sell him for for more than 8 or for 8,000. All very real possibilities. If you just open the darn packs. All right, so Greg Maddux is officially done. I don't need him anymore. There we go. 90 overall, Ryan Weathers. Who's telling you that? All right, let's open up some show packs. I may, but but I would get one because I'm opening up the packs anyway. Like I'm selling this Ramon Urias for 64 subs. That's 50. That's subs that I'm literally getting for free. 58. 58 subs that I am getting for free. All these duplicate cards that I'm pulling right now, putting them right on the auction block or on the marketplace. Someone buys them, and then I make my stubs. The ones that I don't feel like are worth putting on the marketplace, those are the ones I quick sell. And I get free stubs. Right, so that's what you should be doing with your packs. That's what I'm trying to say. Lupin? And look at that. I get a new card, a new gold card, Dansby Swanson. That's subs right there that I don't have to worry about spending. And I only get 2 Jackson Cheerios. $707. 65. $12, right? Or that's what I should list it for. Nope, no diamond. All right. But that's still free subs that I got right there. Even if I got nothing out of it, I still got stubs. There you go. Uh, well, if I didn't try to do the raise already. Uh, hmm. I don't really need another reliever for the Orioles, so I can pass on that. Um, I already. Well, do I have the Twins? Maybe not. I'll take Griffin Jacks. It's fine. All right, so that's the Conquest map. Let's see where we're at with Mariners. We need more home runs. And then I had the Royals. I was working on the Royals. All right. So I guess that's we'll add here we'll add Chris Sale. Where's Chris Sale? Because I know I had him. Wait, was he a reliever? Maybe that's oh no, wait, there he is. All right. So what I'm going to do now is a play versus CPU game. And this way I can try to get the Mariners. Oh, wait, was it the Mariners? Yeah, it was the Mariners. I checked on them. I don't know why I thought that I didn't. Of course, we could add Andre Dawson. We could add him, and there you go. Cal Raleigh right there. Cal Raleigh. Honestly, it doesn't get better than that.
Batting third, center fielder, number 10, Conquest. And one.
So what do I need? I need 3 total bases. Sorry, I was just texting a coworker of mine.
That's high. That's a ball.
There we go. Sean Manaea giving up a home run. Okay, guys, strike out 3 batters in 4 outs. Wow, both of these moments are against the New York Mets. Wow. All right, that's it. I've got to strike out the batters from here on out. The new one, I mean, if it's anything like what Bohemian Rhapsody was, that movie about Queen,
Ball.
I mean, it should be good
Ball.
if that's the case. If it's like that, it should be good. Michael Jackson had a lot of hits. Strike 3, sit down.
That's in. Ball.
And I hope they make one of John Bon Jovi one day, because I would love to go see that movie. I love seeing his exhibit at the little
Ball.
I love seeing his whatever. I guess it was an exhibit at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I love that they played a lot of his hit songs too. I mean, I could have literally stayed up there for hours just listening to the same music. Uh-oh. Doink. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Take.
Strike 3, sit down. All right, if I just need
Hee-haw.
a couple more strikeouts here.
Hee-haw. Take.
Strike 3, sit down.
Hee-haw. Hee-rick. Ball. No, that's inside.
Strike 3, sit down. There we go. So now I have Andre Dawson. It's just unfortunate that he kind of has to wait a bit because, well, I actually, what else needs to be? Oh yeah, the innings pitched. White Sox, they need all 9 innings pitched. I, you know what? I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm going to start off with Scherzer, and I'll pitch 4 innings, and then I'll take Chris Sale and pitch a few innings with him. Or pitch the remainder of the innings, the remaining innings with him. There you go. Good luck. Like I said, worst comes to worst, those packs, you're just selling the duplicates, which means you can earn even more stubs to, or you can earn back those stubs that you used to buy Kyle Tucker.
You're out.
There we go. Attaboy, Cal Raleigh. Not the live series one, the World Baseball Classic version. But hey, it works.
Ball. That pitch is out. Ball in.
Alrighty.
He's in there.
Nice. An RBI single by George Brett. Glad I got the Royals collection done. But pulling Bobby Witt was definitely the big one right there. Having him or pulling him, that was a game changer. That allowed me to get that live series collection done.
Outside, ball one. Hey!
Strike 3, sit down. So I just need 4 innings with Max Scherzer. I get 4 innings with him, and then I can go right to Chris Sale. Anything good so far yet, Hoopin?
Ball one.
I can't really see your diamond pulls anymore
Reset.
because I'm in a game, so. Okay, well, hey, 1 gold. Usually I either like to put those on the marketplace if I don't have them, or I like to um or wait a minute, hold on. I either like to put them on the marketplace if I don't have them, or if I already have them, or I just quick sell them. If they're not worth, it just depends. I have to be mindful of all the
Ball.
the tax. Got to be mindful of that.
Ball. That's inside.
Nice Bobby Witt. Getting home runs and things like that are going to help me with the Royals team affinity, so I can't believe a fastball that's squared up doesn't get out at Coors Field. Strike three, sit down. Keep going, Scherzer. Keep it going. All right. Only one more inning from Max Scherzer, and then I'm going to take him out, putting Chris Sale. I don't know if Sale is going to get the win, but he'll at least get 5 innings. And hopefully, if I can average 2 strikeouts an inning with him, 10 strikeouts. Mm. Strike three, sit down. He only has 4 strikeouts, so I think Scherzer should have enough strikeouts. Yeah, because I think it was only the innings and the parallel XP that I needed with Andre Dawson. I think that's all I really needed. So Scherzer, I just need the innings, which one more out, that'll be the 4 innings that I need. Strike three, sit down. There you go. See? Which diamond did you pull? There you go. See? Paul Skeens. Nice, dude. I think you earlier in the stream you were saying how you wanted to pull him. Well, there you go. You just pulled him. And here you were hesitant to open up all those packs. And you got Paul Skeens. There you go. You lucky son of a gun. There you go.
Ball, that's out.
Oh, I imagine. I imagine you were.
That's ball two.
Although, you could have also thought that it was Otani, because he's a starting pitcher too, so it could have been Otani. I mean, it was Skeens, but it could have been Otani. Hey, but getting Paul Skeens, that's a diamond right there that you don't have to pay for, or you don't have to spend stubs on. Oh, wait.
Yep, that ball went out. Hey!
Strike three, sit down.
Ball, that's out. Hey!
Strike three, sit down.
Hey!
Strike three, sit down. I think that has to be three strikeouts in just that inning. Wow, a perfect, and it's a fly out to left field. Dang it. Dang it. There you go. See, and you were telling me you weren't going to get anything in these packs. And you pulled two diamonds, including Paul Skeens. Well, look at what just happened. You got 2 diamonds. Now your luck is not so terrible. Another really expensive diamond. There you go. Was he a purple diamond or a blue diamond? I think he's blue, isn't he? Isn't he over 90 overall? Oh, he's purple. Oh. Well, still, Tatis is usually pretty expensive, so... You know what I was thinking? I was thinking it was his World Baseball Classic card, because that's the one that's over 90 overall.
Ball, that's low. Nope, that's inside. 3.
Strike 3, sit down. There you go. You know, I think this is a sign that you need to keep opening these packs. Because your diamond luck is unbelievable right now.
He's out.
You want to share some of that luck with me? I'd like to get some diamonds. Oh, okay. I guess we're we're gonna score the run. Error by the catcher. Stolen base and an error. But hey, the run scores. Now, if only my Mariners players could score runs and get on base like that. I mean, Julio is unfortunately 1 for 4.
That's a ball.
Wow. Okay, so they clarified what roster move they made to make room for Tommy Pham. They moved Ronnie Mauricio down. That's his last option, so Mauricio, if he gets called up again, he has to go through waivers to be sent back down.
That's a ball.
Double play.
He's out. That's out. Off the plate, ball one.
Strike 3, sit down.
Ball, that's outside.
Strike 3, sit down. I don't know how many strikeouts is Chris Sale at this point. Let's see. He's at 6, so he needs 4 more. That's about two in the 8th and ninth inning in order to excuse me, in order to get it done. Well, to get the 10 strikeouts mission done. I don't know if he's going to get credited with the win or not. I would think not, because Scherzer was the one who was pitching when we took the lead. So,
That ball got him.
well, that's certainly one way to kill all the momentum that we just had. Thank you, um, Arroyo.
Ball one.
You didn't tell me who the last one was. Who was your last diamond pull? Because you didn't tell me. Oh. Yeah, I mean, a neat diamond, but not a diamond, worth keeping. Corbin Carroll, that's a good one. Hey, he could be a 90 overall by before the season is over. He could be. Think he hit well against the Mets. You're going to the game? All right, well, enjoy the slaughterhouse or the beatdown that the Dodgers are going to put on the Mets, because I have a feeling that's going to happen.
Outside.
Strike 3, sit down. I didn't even check to see what kind of content we're going to have this week. I should have, because that way I can game plan for tomorrow, because right now I'm assuming there's going to be another event or another event program. I'm assuming that's going to be it. But I have to look. Oh, yeah, that's right. The new multiplayer program.
Ball, that's
So we're going to...
Did he go?
A new storyline. Cool. Oh, you're leaving now? Are you leaving now, Dodger? Because you told me goodbye. So, dang it. Pick me up all the way in New Jersey, which would take more than 24 hours to get from Southern California to New Jersey if you drive by car. By plane, I mean, you'd have to go into Newark Airport. Well, enjoy the game, Dodger. Like I said.
Ball inside.
Like I also said earlier, please tell your Dodgers to go easy or to not to put such a beat down on the Mets. You can beat them because I think the Dodgers are going to beat them, but just don't make it very humiliating. So home run? No. Foul. Just foul. Over 3 feet outside of the pole. Dang it. I mean, Arosarena has done well in this game. He's got 4 hits. But those are the kind of guys that I rely on for... Those are the kind of guys that I rely on to get me what I need, the total bases. All right, one more strikeout from Chris Sale, and then all I really need to worry about is the innings and possibly a win, which can be done in Conquest.
Ball 2.
Strike 3, sit down. So there we go. There's 10 strikeouts.
Got
Nice.
him.
Strike 3, sit down. So Chris Sale finishes with 11 strikeouts. Let's see if he gets the win. He does. So, okay, so then I just need to get the innings with Sale. That's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Okay, so I got a World Baseball Classic pack and a Ball in His Habit pack. Oh, I also have the Nationals uniform. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, All right, 353. Let's see, maybe I could get a diamond. Nope, but I do get George Kirby, gold right there for that I don't have to pay for. Wow. I got a new gold for the Padres, so at least I've got that. Oh boy. All right, what's this for 79? All right, that's all I got. Let's see. So White Sox 55. I could actually get Harold Baines right now. In fact, I probably should do that. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, the extra base hit and an RBI with Harold Baines.
Up next for the White Sox, the right fielder, number 3, Harold
Sorry, I should have been paying attention here. That is not an extra base hit, nor is it an RBI.
Nope. Foul ball.
He doesn't even have a lot of power either, so this is going to be. I may get the extra. I may get the RBI, but unless I can find a gap, I'm not getting that extra base hit. Oh, wow, doubled off. Not at least a double. It's a double play. Doubled off. Jeez.
Foul ball.
No? You're not even going to advance on that? Wow. There we go. There's the gap. If Harold Baines can just get there. Beautiful. Maybe I didn't have to slide to the side there to be able to be safe, but better be safe than sorry. All right, so White Sox banner stuff. It's 1 inning. It's got to be a perfect inning, and we need to strike out a batter. Ugh.
Up next for Cleveland, the left fielder, Steven Kwan.
That ball's foul.
Excellent. That's good right there. It's now even a deep fly ball it may advance the runner, but it's not going to get them the score. Strike 3. I mean, that's still a strikeout, right? Strike 3, sit down. So even if I didn't get the strikeout there, I still would have gotten the strikeout. Strike 3, sit down. There we go. There's Harold Baines. All right, so let's see Team Affinity where we are with progress. We could actually get Cliff Lee here. Yeah, let's go get Cliff Lee. Why not? You know? Get on base and swipe it back. Okay. Excuse me. Not running on much sleep. All right, I'm just gonna stay at first with Cameron, and we'll try to swipe a bag. Nice. The tough part is getting on base with that moment. Okay, one more. And then we've got Cliff Lee. Ooh, I do want to see how what the progress has been in the Royals Team Affinity. I only checked the Mariners. I didn't check the Royals.
No, that's it.
Strike 2. Strike 3. Sit down. There we go. I was getting ahead of myself by trying to ring him up without even striking him out. Ooh, what a diving stop. And got him. Woo.
Heck!
Strike 3, sit down. Not that I need the strikeouts, but still good to get them whenever I could get them.
Heck! No, that's low. Ball. That's a ball.
And that's a base hit, so great. Had a minute, 2-strike count there, but Josh Young managed to get a base hit out of it. That's frustrating. Did everything right, just couldn't get the out. Strike 3, sit down.
Nope. Ball.
Strike 3, sit down. All right, so there's Cliff Lee. So now we just need the total bases and the parallel XP with him. Royals, it looks like we still have some work to do. Yeah, we still got to get a few runs, and we need to get more than 40 total bases, which split among 3 people, not really possible. But, so we'll just do the batter up 1 Conquest map and start with Sale. Hopefully we can go multiple innings with him. Because that's how we're going to do this. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have, you know what? I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. Hopefully I don't get frozen out of the lineup screen. All right, so I'm going to take Scherzer out. And we're going to put in, where is he? There he is. Yeah, it popped up on my screen. I didn't want to spoil it for you, but it popped up on my screen. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to pitch with Chris Sale. All right. And then I could bring in Lee to get the save. So that way he can earn some parallel XP. And Sale can earn as many innings as he needs to. But I'm not putting Dawson or Baines into the lineup until I have the total bases for the Royals and the Mariners done. Nope, that's going to get caught too. Dang it. Well, either we score in the next inning or Sale has to pitch in the bottom of the second. Woo, hot shot.
Aye. Ball. That's down.
Strike 3, sit down. Go, George Brett. Go, 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 go. He may actually get a triple out of this. And he will. George Brett with the triple. Oh, but they're going to rule it an error. Ah, brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. And it looks like Chris Sale, well, let's be honest, Chris Sale was going to be pitching the next inning, regardless of if we scored or not. Strike 3, sit down.
Aye.
There you go.
Aye.
Strike 3, sit down. All right, so that's 2 strikeouts or that's 2 innings pitched for Chris Sale. He's not going any more than that. So there you go. See, now you could sell Kyle Tucker. That $8,000 you spent on him, now you can get it back. See what happens when you open up packs? Only good things come from it. Yeah, and all my diamonds are going to Hoopin as well.
Ball, that's inside.
Let's go, Cal Raleigh with the home run. Yeah, you know he pulled Paul Skeens, right?
That's a ball.
I
Ball,
hope
that's one
so.
down.
I haven't had a 90 overall pull other than Bobby Witt Jr. That's been my only live series 90 overall pull. Um I'm trying to think what was the last diamond that I pulled. Trying to think. Oof. It's been a while. Brutal. Brutal, Rosarena. Brutal. Very brutal. That's caught by Judge. Okay, that's okay. Because we're going to go over here, get Cliff Lee, bring him in. He's got the save. Assuming he doesn't give up a ton of home runs. If he does that, then we're in trouble.
Aye.
Strike three, sit down.
Nope, that's foul.
Strike three, sit down. Getting strikeouts is a good way too. Get some parallel XP. Well, so far so good.
Inside.
So far so good. Ah, dang it. I would have really liked that strikeout. But I'll take that. It's a save, so that's some nice parallel XP for Cliff Lee. Sale gets 2 innings. So now we just need to do it again. And we have the innings pitched with the White Sox. Ooh, we got a show pack. I'm tempted to open that one up. Maybe I could get a diamond out of this. Oh, I got 3. Oh, wow. Nope. Come on. Hoopin is getting all the diamonds. Where are my diamonds? Volley. Put him at 95. And Tyler Alexander, put him at 18. All right, last show pack. Dang it. Well, clearly, Hoopin did not bless me with his diamond luck. Because I got no diamonds out of that one. All right, so we'll do it again. Make sure that Chris Sale gets his 2 innings. So that way that could put me at 85%. And then all I just need is the parallel XP with Harold Baines. And the White Sox are done. No, I've got plenty of time, Hoopin. I started late, so I'm gonna go for another half hour. Yep. Nowhere. I'm on my weekend. Although I should get to the gym. I need to get to the gym. But it doesn't close until 10 o'clock, so I have some time. Just didn't want to, would have preferred to do it after, or I would have preferred to do it, once I got off stream at 6, because that was my plan. The problem is I ignored 2 of my alarms, that I set for 2 and 2:30, and then I didn't wake up until 3:15, so by the time I started the stream, it was 3:30. Strike 3, sit down. There you go. Strike 3, sit down. I guess you're not going to be afraid of opening any more packs, are you? Wow. Strike 3, sit down. Well, you're welcome. I'd like the favor returned, but so far I don't have it. But I don't have any packs right now, so that's an awesome pull right there. Skeens, Marte, dude, you're on fire today. Let this be example to anyone who watches this stream, whether here on Twitch or on YouTube. You get packs, you should be opening them. You should open them and see if you get any diamonds. Play a lot of mini seasons, because that's how Hoopin is telling me he got his pack. So just play mini seasons and keep earning packs. Wow, George Brett has a lot more power against lefties than he does righties. I'm shocked by that. Yep. I hope you're collecting these cards. If you haven't already. Not, yeah, put them on the marketplace. Sell them.
Ball one.
Good.
That's ball two.
Randall Gritchick. Gerchick. Excuse me. That's why the inside pitches always scare me unless they're in the zone. Strike three, sit down. I don't want to nail anyone and put them on base. Hey, you never know. I never thought I would pull Otani, but I did that last year, and I'm glad that I got it on stream too, because my reaction was priceless.
Outside. That's a ball. That's a ball.
Mm. Well, that wasn't very good.
Ball.
Oh, fair ball. Very nice, Cal Raleigh. Snuck that one in the line. All right, let's get Cliff Lee in here. Get him the save. And get the parallel
Outside. Ball
XP.
one.
Strike three, sit down.
Aye.
Strike three, sit down. Strike 3, sit down. Attaboy, Cliff Lee. Another solid save. 2 innings by Sale, which means that mission is done. So only Harold Baines. I only need Harold Baines. Ooh, we got a Ballin' as a habit pack and a show pack. At least one. Ooh, 2 Ballin' as a habit packs. Okay, I got a silver this time. So Taeyon, we can put for 120. Eldridge, list him for 59. Conquest, 31. All right, here's hoping. Come on, 2 Ballin' his habit packs. Can I get a diamond? Not in this one. I do get Alejandro Kirk, who is going to be quick sold. List him for 40. Ah, darn it. You have all the luck, Hoopin. Not me. MJ Melendez. List him for 12. Gavin Williams. We'll list him for 96. Look at that. I'm at 285,000 stubs. Just going to collect some of the guys here. Ah, there. Reed Detmers. George Kirby. I know I have a Chicago Cub. I have Dansby Swanson still to collect. I would complete the Nationals, but I want to wait until it's not going to cost me a few hundred stubs to finish. So I'm going to wait. Okay. I still would need Seiya Suzuki and Nico Herner to complete the Cubs collection, and a few of their silvers as well. Wait, am I missing something here? Oh, yeah, Nick Pivetta right there. So I have all the Padres golds. Now I need their diamonds, one of their silvers, and a bunch of their bronzes, and a gold. Or a common, excuse me, a common. Oh, by the way, I do want to update you guys. I bought Mackenzie Gore off the marketplace. The new threads, Mackenzie Gore. Where is he? Right there. Okay. So I bought him over the weekend because I was trying to get the Rangers done, but I didn't have a pitcher that I was comfortable throwing into the rotation with. So I ended up buying Mackenzie Gore, and then that allowed me to get Kyle Tucker. So now I'm officially 5 new threads guys away from Bo Bichette. Still got a long way to go on Maikel Garcia. You know, that's going to take a long time for me to finish that. Nice. Got 3,000 subs right there. All right, so I'm just going to check here, see what we got. I need one more run by a Royals player, and I need like 42 total bases. Jeez Louise. So right now, Lee has 230 parallel XP, and I need 30 more total bases with the Mariners. So back to this. You know, only now we'll actually start with Cliff Lee. Although maybe I should have taken out Chris Sale before I did that. Should have thought about that. Oh well. I hope that's not a sign that I can't play any more Conquests. That would stink if I can't. You know what? Maybe I need to restart the map. Oops, sorry. I meant to say restart the map. I can't play any conquests, and I can't play any conquests, and there's no point in me. Um, there's no point in me continuing on with the stream. Like, what am I going to do for 10 minutes? All right, so they're not going to let me. Dang it. Well, I guess I'll go through my inventory and see what duplicate cards I have. I know I have a Jackson Churio card that I probably should sell. Let's see. There we go. DL Hall. I could definitely sell him. Look at that. Someone already bought Jackson Churio from me. Generally speaking, I should not have any duplicates because usually I try to sell them right away, but sometimes they slip past me. Sometimes. See? Otto Lopez here. And sometimes I like to buy cards when they're pretty cheap and I know I can make a profit off of them, like Max Meyer here. Someone wants to sell them for 40, fine. I'll buy it and then I'll turn around and flip it. Alrighty. Do that. And sell that as well because that's free stubs. Just going through and making sure. Here we go. 47. What was he supercharged for? Okay, well, good to know that I have that card. Because now that's a 90 overall relief pitcher right there. Let's see. No. I also didn't go through any of the teams in the AL or NL West. I didn't go through some of those teams because I just skipped right to the Brewers. So I gotta go back for those guys. Oh, there. I mean, I was gonna put it up for. I was gonna put Trevor McDonald up for 34, but then I saw how cheap it was and was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So now someone else can buy it from me, but I'll keep my eye on it. Trevor McDonald. There we go. Someone already just bought them from me. Excellent. Oh yeah, Max Muncy got supercharged for what, his 3-homer game? I think this was. Rockies. Yep. Seth Harvels. Halverson. Excuse me. I don't know why I couldn't say that. All right. Cardinals. Jordan Walker. All right. That's all I could do. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTVNextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. So overall, this is good. We made some good progress today. We got the Conquest map done, and I'll try to finish up on the Mariners and the Royals team Affinity, tonight. I'll try to finish it up. So, tomorrow, the release of the multiplayer program, if I've gotten that right, I believe. Let's see. Come on. Yep, new multiplayer program. New program for Jackie Robinson Day. And the event that's actually on Wednesday. That's actually Wednesday. So storylines drop 2. There are 3 new legends. So I don't think I'm going to be able to stream the storylines. I think I have to play those off stream. So I'll worry about that later. But Jackie Robinson Day, and we got the new multiplayer program tomorrow. So that's what we'll focus on. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.